Alright, what's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your big ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 4, Raising Kanan. And this one right here is going to be titled 50 Cent Confirms Who Breeze Really Is. Now, I know ugly ass niggas are probably like, this might reach it. That might. Ugly ass nigga. Technically, he did, ugly ass nigga. You just got to know how he did. So, what I'm going to be doing pretty much in this particular video is I'm going to be showing y'all all of the clues and break them down. So I need y'all little ugly, for all you little ugly niggas that love to click on the video and then jump out just because you ain't seeing what you want. Might have some patience, little ugly ass people. Dang. But I'm telling you, if you get through this video, you'll understand without a shadow of a doubt, like, damn, this probably really is him. Now, I've done something like this before. I'm be quite honest. I was almost positive last season that it was Ronnie. But obviously I was wrong. But after doing some more research, paying attention to it, rewatching Raising Kanan, and really paying attention to what's going on and what was said about Breeze, I think we have our guy. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this thing. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be showing y'all clips from Power that's basically supporting my argument. And then I'm going to break them down as we go, right? So, first off, we're going to go ahead and go through all of the things that was said about, maybe not all of them, but pretty much all of the key moments where Breeze was described. Oh yeah, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just flat out tell y'all, it's unique, people. It is absolutely unique. Now, for the ugly ass niggas getting ready to turn it off because you don't want to believe it, go ahead and be ugly as hell if you want to. But if you get through the video with me, you'll see how. Because I'm telling you, it is indeed unique. So, first off, let's go ahead and go to our first major hint. Our first major hint on who Breeze is. Because as we know, Tommy gave us a hint, Ghost gave us a few hints, and of course, Kanan, 50 Cent himself, also gave us a major hint of who he is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to that major hint right now, right? Because that one is big and it's going to break down a whole lot of this, right? So, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show you what, since I'm already here, I'm going to go ahead and show what Tommy had to say. So let's go to Tommy's first.
Ghost did that thing we talked about, so I'm all good now.
Who's Ghost?
James. Ghost is a nickname, like, just between me and him.
Why Ghost?
We knew this guy Breeze when we were kids. He came up with Ghost. He said the kid had the ability to disappear. Never saw him coming, you never saw him leave.
Okay. So, That so that there is what um Tommy had to say about Breeze. And to my knowledge, if I'm not mistaken, throughout all the years of Power, that is the only um, that is the only time Tommy mentioned Breeze. Well, actually, no. He also mentioned them when he said two former corner boys looked Breeze into the face and shot him in the head. So other than that, this is the only time he gave a kind of description of the things Breeze did, right? So he said that Breeze was the one who gave Ghost his nickname, right? And he said it's because the kid had the ability to disappear. Never saw him come, never saw him leave. And something else, real quick, you know what? I want to explain something else real quick. This is going to help us understand more why it is indeed unique, people. Now I know a lot of people is against the fence on this, but hear me out. If you get through the entirety of this video, you might just get what you were looking for. So stop being impatient and make sure and just go ahead and get through the whole video. I'm telling you. Also, make sure you hit the like. If you haven't hit the like yet, ugly ass niggas, hit the like for the algorithm so more people can see the material. I appreciate everybody to tune in, but you got to do your part. Likes are free. If you hit the like, it push it further for more people to discover my content. But anyways, so this is something else that I wanted to point out because I wanted to tell y'all something. Unique is going to be very much, if you pay attention, Unique loved his brother a whole lot. If you really pay attention to the series, Breeze is the same person. Unique really loved Ronnie, people. He really loved Ronnie. And I think he was, when he does wake up, it's gonna like really mess up. When he got up, it really messed his head up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here. I actually mentioned this before, and I'm gonna say it again, that Unique is going to become Ronnie. It made sense, in season 3 that Ronnie was Unique, right? I mean, Ronnie was Breeze because he fit the description almost perfectly, right? So that's why a lot of us, including myself, thought it was him. But what's going to end up happening is, think about it. Why would the writers give us someone that damn near matched who Breeze was like, according to Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan, to the T, just to give us somebody else to act just like that person? It doesn't make sense. Now, what does make sense is that someone very close to Ronnie ends up acting just like him because it can be a genetic, and Unique is going to have CTE, people. He's absolutely going to have CTE. From all of those shots that he took to the brain, from Ronnie beating his ass with that pipe, no Diddy, it's going to mess his brain up. Now, I would like to show y'all just a little, for the people that's not too familiar with what CTE is. This just to give you a brief description of what it's like. So as you can see here, it says CTE is that's a word on them right there. The narrative. I hope I said that right. But anyways, neurodegenerative shit. whatever, lad niggas, that's a hell of a word there, but disease linked to repeated trauma to the head. So if as you can see, Ronnie, I mean, damn, I keep on saying Ronnie. Neek absolutely took multiple shots to the head. And this is also, CTE is something that a lot of boxers and football players ends up getting. And that's because they take so many blows to the head. And this also gives you a certain level of Alzheimer's, and dementia like state of mind, which I also think Unique is going to go through. That's very key. But hold on to that. Like I said, he's going to have CTE, people. And I just want to show y'all real quick, you know what I'm saying, how much Unique loved his brother Ronnie. Let's pay attention to when he first seen that he was home. Look at his reaction. Look how happy he was. So obviously I can't show too much of it. But yeah, that was his first reaction. I mean, obviously he wasn't, but he's a grown ass man and he's a gangster. He ain't finna be, jumping in his lap like a little kid. But you can tell he was pretty happy to see his brother. Now, also another one that proves how much he loved Ronnie. And there's a reason why I am showing y'all this. So, like I said, stop getting impatient. It's a reason why I'm telling y'all how much he loved Ronnie matters. It matters a lot. So, let's go ahead and go to, what is this? This is so you remember when Unique had found Ronnie was looking for work, right? And Nick found him some with the working with the Chinese with the working with the Korean, right? And of course, Ronnie didn't like what Nick had brought to him, right? And then he even kind of, you know, disrespected Nick a little bit. But what did Nick do? I'm gonna show it to y'all real quick. Because you remember, Neek kind of, took that to the chest because of who he was. Not because he was afraid of him, because of the love and respect that he had for his brother.
My brother, I got love for you. So I ain't gonna check you like I would anybody. Would even think that shit about me.
Nobody check me, Meek. I'll tell you one last time, Ronnie.
So that little short part I wanted to show y'all. That just further proving to y'all how much Neek loved Ronnie. Anybody else, he would have beaten their skull in and probably killed them right there. But since that was Ronnie, his big brother that he loved so much growing up, and he was happy to see came home. He let it go. Now, ugly ass niggas is probably wondering why is this ugly ass nigga currently talking about how much Ronnie loved, Neek loved Ronnie. Well, I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to show that to you right about now. Give me a second, because this is the reason why I am constantly bringing this up. Remember this? This here came from the Power Choice Award, right? It comes from the Power Choice Award. This is what they said. Obviously, they didn't give us a picture, but they said Breeze, loved brother, hothead, married to the gang. So I believe that they're describing how much love he had for his brother Ronnie. Or maybe they were just, it could be that they describing how much people around him loved him. But at the same time, with the way I think he is going to become, I kind of find that hard to believe that, you know, folks around him is going to love him by the way he's going to be reacting. So anyway, though, like I said, you see this, it said he's hothead. Unique is absolutely going to become a hothead. How do we know this? Well, we know this because look at the description. Look at the description that they gave us for season 4. It says, let's just go ahead and go to the part that really matters. Unique makes a volatile and violent return as he hunts to upend the lives of the Thomas family. So that means he is going to go after the Thomas family hard. He's going to be very violent. Now, does this mean that someone in the Thomas family will meet their end this season? It kind of seemed like it, but you know, I'm gonna do more further videos in regards to that. But I just wanted to address that, showing y'all that he's going to be a very violent person when he comes back. And Joey Badass already told us that, you know, the Unique that we knew from the prior 3 seasons is going to be gone. It's going to be totally different. And that's going to be because of that CTE, people. The CTE is going to make him paranoid. He's going to have PTSD. And if you pay attention, when they have CTE, they tend to do the same thing over and over again, people. They tend to repeat the same stuff over again. Now, going back to what I said earlier about what Tommy had to say about Breeze, basically indicating that he was the one that gave Ghost his name. Well, gave James St. Patrick, his name Ghost. That would make sense because if you pay attention, Unique has been given nicknames throughout the series, people. Come on. And then I think also the reason why I'm bringing up how much he loved Ronnie, because I told y'all he's gonna become Ronnie. So if you pay attention, Ronnie damn near had the ability to disappear too. That nigga was appearing and shit out of nowhere. Look at how he was just appearing out of nowhere, popping up on Kanan. You don't see where that nigga came from, but he just pops up. He did the same thing when he took out Dean. Just showed up in his apartment and took him out. So perhaps I think it's possible that Ghost reminded Unique, aka Breeze, of his loved brother, Ronnie. So that's the reason why he took a liking to him, and that's the reason why he named him Ghost. But also, here's another clue that I wanted to give out, tell y'all about Neek's state of mind once we see him in this new season. Neek is going to have a lot of memory loss. That's another reason why he watches Jeopardy, people. Because Jeopardy is going to help his mind help him get his mind right. I think he's going to develop that probably because Ronnie used to watch Jeopardy. And I told y'all, he's going to become his brother. He almost might even forget that he's Unique, that he's Kadeem, and think that he's Ronnie. That could very much be possible. Because if you ever been around people that has Alzheimer's, they tend to confuse things. Like you can be this person's oldest son, and he may mistaken you to be his brother. That could very much happen. And it's possible this could happen with Neek because of the brain damage. It's possible that he might even think that he's Ronnie now. And if that's the case, that would explain why he now hates Rock. Because who did Ronnie hate the most throughout the whole season that he was here? Rock. He couldn't stand Rock. So that would make sense why Neek would go from loving Rock to hating her. There's a thin line between love and hate. It also could be because he now blames Rock for the death of his brother, Ronnie. Now, hear me out on something else. I think that it is very much possible that with the CTE and the memory loss that it's going to cause, he might forget that Ronnie was the one who put him in the state of mind that he's in in the first place. So in his mind, Ronnie was still his loving big brother, and some kind of way he was taken out, and he's going to blame Rock for it. Now, ugly ass niggas might be saying, then why would he come in the warehouse and look over him at his body like that? Two things, ugly ass niggas. One, he could have just came in there, looked over the body and stuff like that. At first, he had a mind of a revenge and stuff like that. Then he forgot because of his conditioning. And later on, have a total different state of mind. That does happen with people with that particular disorder. One while they're thinking this, and another while they're thinking that. Also, I think this CTE thing will have him having a bunch of split personalities. To give you an example of it, for those of y'all that may have seen the movie Split, that will be a perfect example of what Unique will be going through this new season. He's going to be having one state of mind. He's probably going to be like, oh, Ronnie was such a good brother. He did this, he did that. He might even not know that Ronnie is even dead. Who knows? I'm just giving y'all examples of what he could be like once we see him again. But either way, that probably the reason why y'all remember we seen Elite footage, right? But in during season 3, when season 3 was airing, we seen Unique walking up to Kanan's apartment, right? And then later on, we also seen in these new exclusive photos, we also saw a photo of Neek, what looks like to be him. I'm gonna pull it up for us real quick. What looks like to be, as you can see, him sitting inside of him sitting inside of Kanan's apartment. That's what I believe he's at right now. This could be after that scene that we saw the leaked footage for. You know what I'm saying? This is like doing that part of that scene once he actually makes it inside. Because Ronnie used to go and sit on that same couch. Now, obviously, Unique wouldn't know that because he wasn't around. But I'm just saying, I think that could be the reason why he also took a liking to Kanan, because his brother Ronnie did. But anyways, let's go to a few more clues, further proving that Unique is absolutely Breeze. Now let's go ahead and go to what 50 Cent had to say, aka Kanan had to say about Breeze. That is what Kanan had to say about Breeze. Now, that there is a very, very important key to who he is. He told you that he was strong, but not smart, that he did the same routine over and over again, and the fact that he would always be home at 7 to watch Jeopardy. Right? So let's go ahead and break this down. Strong but not smart. We all know Unique is very strong. We know that. We don't see him fight. We don't see him take people out. We don't see him survive a near-death situation where anybody else, probably at least a 99% rate, would have died taking that many hits to the head by that pole or pipe or whatever that Ronnie had beaten that man head in like that. But he survived it. Right? So he's absolutely strong. And I believe due to the CTE, he's not going to be smart. because he's going to, just like the CTE disorder does, he's going to be doing the same routines over and over again because they need to do that in order to function. And if you pay attention, people with that, they tend to repeat themselves a lot. Like they might just say what they said, and then they'll say it again, not knowing they already said that to you, right? And you know, kind of war veterans get the same thing going on too, right? And they tend to be very violent because they put them in a state of mind where they feel like they back at war again. The same thing will be going on with Unique, I believe. Once he emerged as Breeze, he's gonna be coming back very, very violent. But like I said, his mindset is going to, and what it is that I think something is going to happen that's going to make him take a liking to Kanan. And I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all this, how I believe is going to happen. I believe just like, because you know how Power loves them parallels. They love the parallels. So just like Tariq and Kanan, that's your major clue of how this is going to break. This all is going to unfold. Just like Tariq and Kanan, I believe Breeze initially, since that is the son of Rock, because keep in mind, like I just told you already, he's going to hate Rock now. Just like, he loved Rock at first, but now he's going to hate her because of what has happened. Then he's going to blame Rock for all of this. Just like Kanan, he once loved Ghost, but he now, later on, since he's gone now, so I can't speak like it's the present, but he later on hated Ghost because he blamed him for the 10 years he faced in prison, which was Ghost's fault. So that is what I think is going to happen with that. I think Breeze initially is going to come to take out Kanan. But Kanan is going to do something that's going to change Unique's state of mind. And he's going to, like I told y'all earlier, it's a thin line between love and hate. So that hate will turn to love. He's going to learn to love Kanan. I can't quite put my finger on it where, what it's going to be. Maybe Kanan's going to have something there that's going to remind him of Ronnie, and he's going to take a love and a liking to him because of that. Or it could very much be just like with Tariq. Kanan expressed his hate, his near, I ain't gonna say hatred, but at least his disliking of Rock to Unique, and that's gonna let him be like, you know what, I can use this. Kanan's a cool dude. I actually like, bro. Because keep in mind, Kanan and Unique has never been on screen together, people. 3 full seasons. And I think this was purposely done. They have never been on screen together, people. I don't think it's a coincidence because I'm pretty sure of all the other main characters, Kanan has been on screen with them. Or Unique has been on screen with them. Only these two, because let me see. I'm not exactly sure if somebody let me know in the comments, but I'm not exactly sure if Unique and Juke ever been on screen together. Trying to remember. I'm wrecking my head to see if I ever said. They may not have ever been on screen together either, because I can't think of one at this particular moment. But either way, for sure, Kanan and Unique have it. And I believe that was purposely done because guess what? That's the same thing they did with the original Power. Kanan and Tariq was never on screen together until season 3. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, I've been telling you that I believe it's possible that Unique went the scene where we see him going into Kanan's apartment is going to be doing a flashback scene. It's going to be in season 4, but it was a flashback scene of him going to see Kanan, and it probably was initially, like I just said, to take him out, and then later on he's going to take a liking to him. So what I was saying is that he's gonna go in there to take him out. He's gonna change his mind. But the point of me bringing this up is, if I'm not mistaken, I got to go back to the original Power. But one second. But but yeah, I'm sorry about that. So I'm back. If I'm not mistaken, Tariq didn't meet Kanan until, what was it, episode 6? It was 6 or 7 that Tariq first met Kanan. And of course, he met Kanan through Dre. So I believe very similar to how Tariq met Kanan, Unique is going to meet Kanan. Just like Tariq met, shit, my bad, y'all. Just like Tariq met Kanan, Neek is going to meet Kanan. And instead of, just like he told him his name was Slim, Neek is going to tell Kanan to call him Breeze. And that is so Rock and the rest of their family won't know who Kanan is dealing with, because he's going to be Kanan's new plug. And I believe Rock is going to be trying to find out who is Kanan working with this season. But she's gonna be hearing is Breeze, Breeze, Breeze. But she's not gonna know who exactly it is until late in this season 4. And I believe if I had to go ahead and take a swing at it, the titles were released, and episode 9 is titled Peekaboo. So I believe on episode 9, titled Peekaboo, Unique will reveal that he is alive and that this entire time he was Breeze the entire time. Sound familiar, don't it? Season 4 of the original Power. Kanan was going by Slim, right? Tommy was hearing about Slim, Tasha was hearing about Slim, and then later on, Ghost is going to find out about Slim, right? Just to find out later that Slim is none other than Kanan. And I believe Rock, Lulu, and Marvin is going to face the same situation. They're going to keep hearing about Breeze, but they're not going to know who it is. Until later, they're going to find out that Breeze is none other than your boy, Unique. So I'm not going to go all the way. That's going to be a different video. I'm not going to give y'all all of the details of what I think is going to unfold right there. But there's a little teaser. But anyways, like I said, there's another parallel for you that Unique is Breeze. It's the same pattern that Kanan is followed in the original power. The original power. He's basically doing what was done. He was basically doing then what was done to him when he was a child. That's another reason why he took such a liking to Tariq, people, because he reminds him of his younger self. He hated his dad because his dad did nothing but lie to him, and he was fake. He was never keeping it real with him. What has Rock done to Kanan for 3 straight seasons so far? Lied to him and was fake. And then she kept telling him, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then going right back to lying. And she always picked the game over her son. Now, the ghost didn't necessarily do that, I feel like, but he did keep lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's very similar. And then, you know what I'm saying? Neek is gonna hate Rock just like Kanan hated Ghost. There's your parallel. So there's the major clue. That's the reason why I said Kanan gave some jewels when he told us his description of Breeze. You just got to know what to look for and how to break it down, which I just did for you good ugly ass niggas. Now, if you made it this far and you ain't liked that video yet, like the video, ugly ass niggas. Make sure you subscribe. But anyways, there's another one. Now we have even more proof because keep in mind, Ghost also gave us a description of Breeze as well. And I'm going to play that for us. Real quick, though. So let's go ahead and get to.
First. What? I said you confess first. Tell me about everything you've ever done, Dad. Every drug deal, every robbery, every murder. Start with Breeze.
So here's his description of Breeze.
I didn't want to kill Breeze. I love Breeze. I was your age when I killed him.
Because he got in the way of my future. What Kanan didn't know, what Kanan couldn't tell you, is that I gave Breeze one more chance. I asked him to change his mind. He didn't. So he forced my hand.
So that's one of them of what we got from Ghost about Breeze. But you know what? That one is another one that I really want to show y'all. Now that I think about it, it's another one that I want to put in here and show y'all to kind of further break down, because judging by what the description that they gave us already and what I'm telling y'all, Unique's character is going to be like having the CTE, um, it's going to match the description of what Ghost said this particular episode about Breeze. Mm. Now, what we have here, I'll pull it up for y'all. What we have here is when this comes from season 5, the same episode, Kanan was ultimately taken out. Ghost was coming to talk with Tariq because he was planning to frame Dre, of course, for the murder of, Ray Ray. And he came to question Tariq about has he ever seen Ray Ray and Kanan, Ray Ray and Dre together, right? And then Tariq responded, right, yeah, it's your friend Breeze's spot where you killed him. But anyway, I have it here. I'm gonna let y'all just play and then I'll further break down.
Hey, son, I got a question for you. When you were running with Kanan, you ever see Dre and Ray Ray together?
Yep. In your friend Breeze's apartment where you killed him.
Did Kanan tell you that?
You killed your own friend Breeze. For some territory? To get ahead in the game?
Breeze was a bad dude. He was gonna get us all killed.
You come here asking me about Kanan.
So that's the part that I wanted to share. You see what Ghost's response was. He said, Breeze was a bad dude. He was going to get us all killed. Right? So, with that being said, the reason why I wanted to put that in there is because we all has had a lot of, theories on what was the reason that Ghost took took Breeze out. Because you remember, he also said in episode 15 of season 6 that, Breeze was a brother to him and that, he took him out, he gave him one more chance and all of that. but he asked him to change his mind and he didn't. So what I think is going on here is that the CTE is going to start to really kick in, that he's going to start putting them into predicaments that they're not going to be able to win. Because remember, in the description that we got from the Power Choice Awards, it says that he was a hothead and that he was married to the game. So I believe he's going to get them into a war that they can't win. And Ghost and them knew they couldn't win that. But Breeze is married to the game, which Unique has, definitely feels that description too. Because remember, they during season 2, the Thomas family and even Rorel, his homeboy, was telling him he didn't have nothing left on the South Side. That maybe he should be, setting up shop somewhere else. But Unique told them that, the South Side was his home and that he wasn't going anywhere. So I think that married to the game part and the combination of him being a hothead is what's gonna make ultimately make Ghost make his decision, because he's gonna be loved by Ghost. But I think he's gonna make the decision like, dude, you're in the way of my future, because I think he probably pitched his expansion idea that we ultimately saw Ghost and Tommy running at the beginning of Power to Breeze, but Breeze didn't want to do it. He wanted to stay doing the same thing over and over again, which matches his description. So I think he wanted to just stay in Queens, stay in the South Side, and do what he's doing. Plus, getting them into wars that they can't win. So they, but all collectively, Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan came together and was like, we have to put Breeze down because he's unstable and, you know, we just can't deal with this no more. So I think they all loved him, but it was the best decision for the family. So that is how he was taken out. So pretty much I think I covered all of the key moments that we were, all the key clues of what we were given. The reason why, I'm telling you guys that Unique is indeed Breeze. And I think they kind of gave us the Be Realer character to kind of throw us off. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously his name is B Realer, because I looked at it, and of course with DeMarcus kind of mentioning it, I gave it a little love. I didn't think that it, B Realer is going to turn out to be him, especially with him being a novice actor. They're not going to make a, a rapper turned actor that doesn't have much experience, make him a big time iconic character in a big time show. I seriously doubt they make that mistake. They're going to want a seasoned actor that everyone already loves that would make more sense, which would match the description of Unique's character. Why else would they have his character come back? And then also they tried to put in B Realer's character that, he was a hothead to try to throw us off. But he's gonna more than likely gonna be another red herring. But keep our mind on the prize, which is Unique. Is that nigga? Because it doesn't make sense. That's another thing. Why would he want to take out the Thomas family out of nowhere? That sounds like some Breeze ass shit. Even though we don't know who Breeze is, that sounds like some Breeze ass shit. So I'm pretty sure, people, that this indeed is your man that we've been looking for. for quite a while now that's been hunting the power streets, that's been hunting us for how many years now? We had power in 2000. So he's been hunting us for over 10 years now. Basically 10 going on 11 years. And I think we're finally going to get his character revealed. And I'm going to give y'all a quick, well, no, that's going to be in another video. My bad. I almost gave y'all something. But yeah, that is pretty much all I got for y'all as for this particular video on why Unique is 100% Breeze, and it will be revealed this season, probably by episode 9. That is my prediction. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Like I said, so like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your friends. Until the next video, I'm out.